I heard my mother's voice crack through the phone. Calm, cold, dismissive. There just isn't enough space for you this year. You understand, right? I didn't answer. I let the silence drag until she cleared her throat and rushed to hang up. But I understood. I understood more than she thought. 9 hours later, she was screaming. There was a time I believed in family, believed in shared blood, shared memories, shared loyalty. I was the eldest, the one who paved the way. I held my siblings' hands on the first day of school. I covered for them when they made mistakes. I sat at the hospital when my father had his first heart scare. But over the years, I became a ghost at my own table. One sibling after another married, had kids, brought in laws who became more family than I ever was. My parents adored the chaos of grandchildren, adored the bragging rights. And I, single, steady, quiet, became unnecessary. Still, I never thought they would cut me out completely. 2 days after that phone call, I saw the photos. 66 people. A sprawling lakeside retreat house. Fireworks, matching shirts. My siblings and their partners, their children, my cousins, even family friends who barely remembered my name. Everyone had a place. Everyone except me. They didn't forget me. They erased me. I felt the betrayal settle in my chest like ice. But I didn't cry, I didn't call, I didn't beg for an explanation. Instead, I began to plan. Revenge, if it's to mean anything, must be silent until it explodes. I knew the rhythm of my family, their pride, their vanity, their obsession with appearances. They loved to broadcast perfection, loved the photos, the stories, the grand retelling of family unity. So I didn't need to hurt them physically. I only needed to touch what they valued most: their image, their comfort, their control. I had 9 hours until the big family dinner, the highlight of their retreat. Long enough to make myself unforgettable. Step 1. Access. I knew the property manager. Years ago, when they still cared, I had been the one to book the retreat house for the very first gathering. My name was still in the system. A single phone call, and I confirmed a few changes. A cleaning crew, a caterer, a photographer, all under my account, all arriving on schedule. Step 2. Infiltration. While they drank by the lake, I slipped inside the house. I knew the floor plan, the hiding spots, the storage. I moved fast, quiet, methodical. Into the closets, I slipped boxes. Into the pantries, I switched labels. Into the sound system, I uploaded files. Step 3. The stage. They thought they were hosting themselves. But in truth, I was hosting them. Dinner began with laughter. My mother's voice rang out, false and bright, welcoming everyone as if the house were her kingdom. Cameras clicked, children shrieked, glasses clinked. Then the music stopped. The projector hummed to life. Screens dropped from the ceiling, screens they didn't know existed because I had installed them years ago for future use. Their faces, frozen mid-laughter, flickered under the glow of images. Not my images, theirs. Private texts, backroom conversations, screenshots of group chats where I was the punchline, where my siblings mocked me, where my parents called me the spare, the burden, the one we'll never have to worry about, because she has no attachments. The room went still. Then came the videos, old footage, captured quietly over the years. My father yelling at my mother. My sister slapping her husband. My brother's affair, caught in grainy footage from a family vacation. My mother herself, drunkenly confessing that she wished I had never been born because 5 mouths were too many. Gasps, shouts, faces drained of color. And then, as they screamed at one another, the caterers wheeled in the dinner. My dinner. Plates labeled with each person's name. Inside every dish, a custom fortune card I had printed myself. Each one carried the same message. You erased me. Now I own this night. My mother spotted me in the corner, her face twisted, red, trembling. What have you done? I didn't answer. I simply stepped aside, letting her hear her own voice on the speakers. That drunken confession played again, louder this time, until she fell to her knees, covering her ears. The children cried, the spouses argued, the cousins slipped away, embarrassed and horrified. I stayed calm, silent, watching as the empire of their perfect family cracked open under its own weight. 9 hours after that phone call, the queen of the family was on the floor, screaming. I left without another word. The night behind me was a storm of accusations, broken glass, and ruined reputations. And me? I was free. Not sad, not angry, free. They told me there wasn't enough space for me. They were right. There was never space in their hearts, their plans, their future. So I carved out space in their memories instead. Permanent, unforgettable. And the best part? I didn't need to raise.